Alright everybody, this is Wolf, and you know how I often in common stories I talk about fighting, and emo, this is the one you want to look up. So if you see this is the Wolf moves. One of these is called the 5-finger death punch. You tense up your fingers, you can do the snake bite, any pressure point, and digging them in there hurts like fucking hell. Now, take a 5-finger death punch and you jab them all in there. But apply this one standard to many of my moves. I'm going to show you the moves, and I'm going to show you what I call and I build up most of my muscle around this, because this is the usual muscle push. But if you learn to level everything out, it's the whiplash technique. And this is how it applies. Just a regular jab, get the power of a full swing. You actually pull back for the full swing. You've got this whole like, it just pulls your arm with it. You learn to fist pump, basic technique. You learn to put enough power into that fist pump. You learn to fist pump and punch. And it just kind of takes you with it. And this is called as a kid, when I got my knuckle in there. It was a good pop out to the kneecap. Let me get up a chair, and I'll show you what I mean. The kneecap right here, that's where the bottom of your knee is. So if I got my knuckle right in there, it also touches the bottom of your knee. And with that punch, then I just pull back on my brick break, and out goes the kneecap. The bone would turn sideways, and the kneecap would be pushed to turn like this. That's how I got people down to my level. Pop, pop. Very simple. Use the second motion, the first motion, to follow up the second one. Usually, I aim one down and one up, because it works better. It's an easy follow-up. That's kind of the stuff I do when I get serious. You get me to use strong techniques, then all of a sudden, I start putting that into the technique. Nowadays, I just grab the person and I smash their fucking kneecap. Call me violent. If that's what it needs to be, I'll do that. Otherwise, I can pop it out. I mean, you can grab a kneecap with that, or you can just use different techniques. So I'm going to teach you basic karate techniques. Don't make fun of my hair. Just woke up again. So, common one. I have a rich hand. Strike him in the temple. You've got a couple hits. So now, let's see if I can get something that I think demonstrate. Anywho, I don't know. Think about it. As much as you can do with that, you can do with that. And you just kind of go through your enemy, punching. You can do close range, or you can do full swing. There's also a straight away version. If you can push down, you can come behind the back with an uppercut. Behind you. It's done that way. I don't edit. It's not sincere without wax, or whatever you call it. Coming down, full swing up. Doesn't take a lot for full swing, especially if you're coming behind your back. You can still punch. So, I mean, overhand would be kind of hard, but you can miss, or you can hit, bounce off, keep going, come back. And that's where I get the whiplash reverse. See? Watch this. And then you come back with a classic back fist. That's what this is used for. So it's doing this will build up momentum. Then we get the whiplash will build up. It's kind of like having calm cheap if you want. Focus energy, except it's also jiu-jitsu blocking. So you can block, then strike, block, boom, 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 kind of shit. Very classic shit. Straight up punches. Oh, that reminds me. You can grab them, pull back. So you do this, it sends a shockwave when you grab them. And then you just pull in. My muscles are reversible, so I use this half to throw the punch, and then I bring it back. And you got a shitload of thrusts. The jiu-jitsu thing? Very good breathing technique. It also deflects blows. Very good in a fight. Boom! So keep the steady motion. Boom! And then you start hitting it. You can also move objects in front of you. Works with the whiplash. You don't want to move in front of you. You just fucking fling it at them. Grab a chair. You might go at the end. Boom! Grab something. That motion can be used with rocks, etc. 5-finger death punch. I go through the enemy. Not really through, but get the picture of hurt. So, for example, I'm going to regular hit myself with my finger so you know. Doesn't hurt me because I'm sticking on my fingers, which makes it hurt when you do it to pressure points. It's like a scatter shot shotgun. You've got many little pressure points. Whichever finger hits, you just scatter the area. Easier than doing the snake bite and grabbing on. But it's the reason snakes hang on. Inject venom. You gotta hang on to bite. You're not as fast. You can just pummel them with that. Nerve, 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 nerve. And shit. Grab it above here. All of this in here. Easy pressure points in the back. Easy damage to shoulder muscles will hurt their swings. When you get whiplash in there, and then you just straight up. So hammer fisting. It's a little harder. It's a sideways punch. But the same thing. It's coming downwards. So I'm going to do brick break both head. But it's just going to work out as a punch because I don't want to teach anybody to do that. Brick break above head. Bring your fist up with the whiplash. So you do the uppercut and then circle around and hit downwards. You can do palm fist. You can do 5-finger death punch. You can even, in mid-swing, open up your hand and scatter shot. Face is going to hurt too. You can open palm the face. It's going to hurt the ears, it's going to hurt the eyes, it's going to hurt the nose, it's going to hurt the mouth. Boom! Grab your face. Don't even just grab it, just leave your fingers in that lock position. Tense up your hand and jab something, including their face. So coming up like this and shrinking with that same motion, instead of being like this, you can launch them back. Since they're both hands in one area, I'm going to shrink them with one of your hands. The other one reinforcing. If they push back, this hand won't move. Same thing, remember? There's this hand, which knife blocks, but you can do the whiplash without doing a full circle. You can also repeat it. Same shit. So, thinking if I can do this, and I don't think so. Top hand. I don't think the block. I don't think the upset reach hand. Anyway, legs work too. You pull back and then you launch. And when you come straight out, it locks. Is that way your arms going nowhere? You learn this. I have a shoulder snap. It's because of my heritage. Anyway. So when you make contact, you can lean into it at the end. Because your arm's locked. You can also swing your entire body. So that not only this muscle is being used, but all of this. And I'm still not using much energy. I'm relying based on whiplash and turn of my body. So what if I'm not kneeing their face? I'm kneeing their side and I'm bringing them down. If I come from this side and grab them on the way down, you've got that whiplash. You can swing your entire body. Think of spinning like this. Basically the motion you want to come back with. Some shit. Wall. Hand on heart. Because I intensify it. You could simply launch for fighting style. You're nowhere near my reaching me. Lean back. We're playing. Wow. My brother's gonna laugh at this. Chris Brown smack a bitch. You're basically playing a long range hitting sissy fight. But if you think about it really, it's a long range boxing too. I think boxing is sissy fight because it's really, really close range. Bring any move into it. Kickboxing, it's the same thing. Then you stop. At the end of it, if you can bring them back with this, you can snap the leg. That's my shin buster. You come back. And you pull them into it, their legs leaning into it, and then you no. You're coming back down. Look at her. So you're pulling them into your kick. It's also a common ankle buster, shin, but it's also just really gonna hurt it. This will bust the move. Bust the move, bust the shin. You can kick. You can bring in and kick the shin backwards, like they do in the movies, except this will work. Sliding in and kicking them will get your face stepped on. Always bring the hat up again. I stop in mid-fight to do that. Pick up the hat also. Boom. You can bring it back after this and hit someone behind you. Grab them and punch real quick. Boom. You can lean into it and elbow them but come down with a slam. So it's boom, 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 boom. So you basically grab them and like an nunchuck. Except you're just bashing their leg and or whatever you hit. I also have a very self-inflicting move. It self-inflicts, yes. Somebody grabs you with a knife. Oh no, what do? Touch both elbows together. I use the whiplash to do it. It's hard to do twice. It's very hard because you recoil on your shoulders, so they take a while to get better. The meantime, it's very straightforward. It's not what I suggest, but if there's someone picking you up off the ground, you heard that clack, try it once more. Touch the shoulders together. It's harder and harder to do over and over. Then you just basically go to elbows. Bash you in the face. You know what? You can't hit your face? God damn it. Grab the knife. You can even. Boom! It's made to use close range. You might be able to not get the punch in, but if you elbow motion, if you can. Boom! But once you start this, boom, boom. After a while, they're going to get sick of this, and they can't get at you because you slide your hand under the knife. So what? They cut your arm, big whoop. It's not your throat. And you just bash the shit out of them. Pretty soon they're going to, fuck. This is not worth the money. I'm not going to be able to cover the insurance on my health bill. Boom, boom, boom. You make sure to strike the arm first. Snake bite. Easy as shit. Pull a knife on me, I make sure I grab the fucking knife and switch hands. That might sound stupid, I'm a vampire, but remember, those are 2 fingers. Get sharp fingernails, fingers will do the same thing if you tense them up. Doesn't hurt me. It's gonna hurt that. And pains me. As you can see, there's red marks. Where I have hit myself, there should be red marks. I'm not sure if it shows up on cam. These are where my fingers made impact. I try. You see that? See a little like, I don't know. No? Too bad. But there are like spots right here and here where my fingers impacted. Boom! You got it. Might use this as my test video. I take 2.